Hey guys, if you're new here, I'm Joyce. I'm the polymer clay artist based here in the Philippines. And if you're new here, hi and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to create one of my best seller from my shop, and that is the polymer clay mug. And I'm going to bring you along how I do it. And I hope that's something that interests you, and I hope you can pick some learnings from my process, and on that way you can also apply it to your projects. So I'm going to flip the camera so that you guys can see what I'm going to do here on my table. See ya. What I usually do is I use my own molder for the face. So if that's something that you would like to know, please don't hesitate to put in the comment section so that I can also make a separate video on how I made this molder. But this is what I use to make my faces, and this is a great help, especially if you are working on bulk orders. So this will be the output of the molder that I created. It doesn't have the markings on the eyes though. If I'm gonna work on the eyes, I put the markings, and that's what you can see right there. And I use just the tip of my silicone or dotting tool. So this is what you can see on the face, and I'm gonna try to link all of the materials that I use on the comment section, but it comes with a set of 4. So I'm so sorry if it's already dirty, but it do the works. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna prepare my white. So I will just keep on conditioning my clay, and then I'll just press it like this or flatten it like this and use the same silicone tool to make the markings like this. So as you can see, it already has the same size of the eye, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to trace the markings. So let me just get that, and I'm going to put it on the eyes just like so. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to press and use the same silicone tool to merge. So this is how it will look like once you're done with the merging. So I just like that there's something that's popping up from the eyes. And now let's put the lashes. I'm going to put it on top of the eyes, just like so. And we're going to put more on the lower lid. Then the lid. If you notice, I always start with a thin roll of clay, and that's also one way for me to identify if they are of the same shape. So just like this. And then we're just gonna add some colors on her eyes. Since my face is already half done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the mug. That's another tip that I would recommend, guys. So if you notice, our mugs are concave, so we have to make sure that the clay follows the shape of the mug. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard for us to stick the clay artwork to the mug. Let me just condition the clay for the body, and I'll get back to you. Right, so I already have the clay conditioned, and I'm gonna roll the clay and then just simply flatten it, just like so. So this is how I make the body for my polymer clay mugs, and then I just pinch this area so that we can create a neck and of course the shoulder. So I'll just simply find the center of the mug. So it should be in around this area. And I usually flatten this part so that I am making sure that this will not pop out too much. Connect the heads and then kind of shape the neck like this and the shoulder. And then I'm gonna cut this part. I will create another roll of clay and I put it around the neck. And the purpose of this is I want to make sure that the body and the head are really together, and we are going to combine them just like so, like that. So we already have the head and the body. Next that we're gonna do is we are going to put her ears. I'll just get a small amount of clay, flatten it, and I use my ball tool, and then I'm gonna press it in the middle, then cut it in half, and I already have the two ears. Put it right here, then we blend, and we attach the other ear. Okay, and we already have the base for the body and for the face. So far, these are the mugs that we are going to work on. I did the same process, just like what I've showed from the video. And next that we're going to do is we are going to create their outfits as well as their hair. Hey everyone, so this is already, I think, the third day that I've been sculpting, and I have a slow progress this week, but let me show you what I've finished so far. So I have this couple mugs, so they have the same designs. So what we're missing here are just the blushes of the chibis and the names. And I'm also done with the chibi guy. And then for this one, I'm not yet done with the hair. Actually, I'm already done with this yesterday, but I don't like how the hair looks like. So this is something that I have to redo today. And then this one. So yeah, I'm going to bring you along how I continue my sculpting. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, because I have to finish I have to finish everything today because everything should be shipped out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. See ya.